There are still some firsts for blues legend Buddy Guy. He's now delighting moviegoers with a cameo in the Michael B. Jordan horror film Sinners.
WGN Entertainment reporter Dean Richards brings you his sit-down with Buddy Guy to talk about that role.
To get you ready for Blues Fest coming June 5th through 8th in Chicago, we're focusing in on one of the world's best. Chicago's very own Buddy Guy is an 8-time Grammy winner, who Rolling Stone magazine called one of the greatest guitarists of all time. His Buddy Guy's Legends Club on South Wabash is considered one of the best blues clubs in the world. And now, Buddy can be seen in a cameo role in the Michael B. Jordan movie Sinners. Recently, we sat down with him and director Ryan Coogler on how the movie role came to be.
This concept started with my relationship with my uncle, who passed away in 2015. My uncle James Edmondson. He did not go to movies. He did not go out. Like, you know, the only time he would go to the movies was if I made it, you know. But what he did do was whenever Buddy Guy came to town, he made sure to go. He made sure to go see him, and he would dress up and go. And when he got too old to drive himself, you know, my cousin Wendy, his daughter, would dress up and take him. My mom would dress up and take him. So I never saw Buddy Guy play live, but I knew my uncle saw him, man, probably 50 times. You know that, you know. So when I wrote this script, I was like, man, it would be really cool. You know, and I think about my uncle like he's still here with me, but I'm like, my uncle would get a kick out of Buddy Guy being in one of my movies. You know what I mean?
They came to me, and I think my kids, one of my staff here had told me come down here because they wanted to talk to me about the movie. I'm like saying, talk to me about what? I don't know much about no movie. They're gonna write a script, and he was reading it off to me, and he had something in my ear to tell me what to say and when to say it. You know, yeah, and because I'm not a fast reader. And I saw B.B. King say that I can't read too fast, but they had this little plug in the ear, and when they got ready for me to say something, he could tell me in my ear, and it was like coming natural. So I wasn't too shaky about that. So I said, let me do that, but I don't know how well it's going to turn out, and I still don't know. But since you spoke to me, I don't know if Goosebumps is coming on me or not. Yeah. I think the movie on a name on someone named Sammy. And I didn't know they could put those big scars on your face with the makeup, you know, and they called me in there putting that on, and I looked at it, I said, it really looked like I got cut with a knife or something like that. And you know what's happened? Every time they took a break, I would hit a Muddy Waters or some of them, and they would all jump up and say, wow, man, let's do that every time it's not tape. And I had a band, I had my own band, and I would play Hoochie Coochie Man and stuff like that. And they said, man, that's the blues, man. That's the kind of blues we're looking for.
You know I'm a Hoochie Coochie Man, and everybody knows I'm here.
You can see my full Buddy Guy interview at WGNTV.com/Dean's List. Dean Richards, WGN News.
And Sinners is available on demand starting today. As a matter of fact, the hit horror film took home more than $350 million worldwide with its April release.